Thank you very much for being with us today. Today is Monday, Technology Monday. We are going to see today your solution, the solution to the other problems on your meeting room. We have already talked that you have the first 10 major problems and how to resolve them. And now we will see how to resolve the other problems. So the first two problems is that you do not have video conference and that you are not using Skype, Google Hangouts, Webex, GoToMeeting, Spontanea. You are not using those applications for video conference. So we will say that there are two kinds of video conference that you can have. One is through H323, and then the other one, it is that the video conference application is based on your computer as Skype, Google Hangouts that are free and that are paid like Spontanea, Webex, GoToMeeting. So those are the kind of video conferences that you can have. So let's talk about how to resolve if you need H323. The one that I recommend you the most is the Clear One Pro 900 with beamforming array. It has very, very good beamforming array. It lets you pick up the audio signal of whatever person is speaking on the meeting room. It has a mixer, the 840T, that has an analog extension. It has the video conference at 1080p at 60 frames per second. It has the camera, the PTZ camera, that it is 12x. So it is a complete video conference system that will allow you to have very clear audio conference for analog extensions and very clear video conferences at 1080p 60 frames per second. So it is a very good solution for your video conference needs using H323. The other solution, if you want to use Webex, GoToMeeting, Spontanea, Skype that's free, Hangouts that is free, it is the camera Video 360 that is around $1,400. Then you can use for audio, you can use the MT302 from Phoenix that has an analog port and a USB port to connect it to the computer, the analog port to connect it to the PBX, the 302 that is about $700. Then you have the 305 that has a USB port and a zip open port for zip PBXs. So you have, it is about 750. And then if the room is really big, about 8 persons, 10 persons, 12 persons, you can add another microphone that is the 304 for about 600, and you resolve with that the audio quality. The other equipment that you will need is the WePresent WIPG 2000 that is around $1,200. That will help you to whatever you are seeing on the monitor, you will see it on the screen, on front of the screen. So with this, you will resolve whatever need that you have for Webex, GoToMeeting, Spontanea, Skype, Webex solution. In case you need H323, you can add another $100 for a desktop application for video conference for H323. So the total investment would be between $3,000 and $4,000. For the Clear One 900 with the beamforming array, the investment would be about $12,000 to $13,000 investment. So with this, you will resolve the H323 needs for video conference and the Skype, Go to Meeting, Webex, Hangouts, Spontanea needs that are based on your computer. Now, the other two problems that we have on a meeting room are the very good quality of audio on your meeting room, and that you use 3 audio systems on your meeting room. Like for audio conference, to connect to a PBX, you use one system, another system you use it for video conference, and another system you use for audio conference through Skype, Webex, GoToMeeting. Audio conferences based on a computer, applications based on a computer. So the way to resolve it is really very nice. I recommend you the Clear One. With Clear One, you have the beamforming array. You have the beamforming array. Then you have the 840T, that it is a mixer. Then you have a module to connect to a zip extension. The 840T has already an analog extension to connect it to your analog PBX. Then you have another module for USB port that you connect that USB port to your computer, so you could have video conferences and audio conferences using your application-based video conference. So with this equipment, with this solution, you will have just one audio system for whatever you need on your meeting room, and you will have a very good quality of audio on your meeting room. So I really recommend you the Clear One beamforming array with the mixer, the 840T mixer. Of course, you will need the amplifiers and the speakers, but really what makes the work is the beamforming array and the 840T. So with this, we resolve another two problems that are very important on your meeting room. Then you don't have a way to charge your computer, your tablet, your smartphone. You get into your meeting room and you get out of charge on your device. So I recommend you to use the tabletop, the Altinex TNP152. The TNP152 from Altinex has 2 AC outlets and 2 USB outlets. So you can put them on the table, on the meeting room, and then whenever you need to charge your device, you just connect it to the USB port or to the AC outlet, and you will be able to charge your device. So it is a very nice solution. More or less, each one is about $300 to $400. So it is a very nice solution. So you resolve whatever problem you have with the power supply into your devices. The other one that is a big problem on your meeting room is that you have a lot of cables. A lot of cables, audio cables, video cables, power cables. All them on the top of your meeting room, on the table of your meeting room. So how to resolve them? The video, it is really easy. You put the We Present WPG 2000 on the top, connected to the projector, and then you will be able to make wireless presentations and video presentations from a computer, from a tablet, from a smartphone. So with this, you avoid any cables. You get rid of the cables for video on your meeting room to make presentations. The second is for audio. You have a lot of audio cables going on. I recommend you the Clear One beamforming array that will be on the top. So on the top, on the ceiling, will be the microphone arrays that will pick up any voice that there is on the meeting room and will transmit it to the far end. So with the 840T mixer, So with that and the amplifiers and the speakers, you will resolve not having at all any cables. The beamforming array that you will have, it is in the ceiling, so on your table, you will get rid of all the audio cables. The power supply, the power AC connectors and the USB connectors with the tabletop, the Altinex TNP152, you will be able to connect your device nicely into the power outlet or to the USB power. So you will get rid of all the cables and all the power cables that are on the meeting room. So with this, you resolve and you get rid of all the cables that you have on the table of your meeting room. Then you have the other one that you have the projector on the tabletop. On the table, you have the projector on the table, so you need to put it on the ceiling. You will need a column and support to support the projector. I recommend you the chief column and the projector. And then I recommend you the We Present WIPE2000, so you make wireless presentation. So you get rid completely of putting the projector on the table. You put it on the ceiling, you hang it out from the ceiling through the chief columns and supports, and you make wireless presentations through the We Present WIPE2000. Then you make presentations into the wall from the projector. You have a very poor image of your meeting room, and you have very bad quality. It is really hard to see on the wall. So I recommend you to have their downlight screens. The downlight electrical screens, you can turn on, up and down the screens, so you will have pretty good quality. So with this, you will resolve all the problems that you have on your meeting rooms. Thank you very much for being with us today.